Right, folks, I'm doing this video on my Samsung tablet. I just thought I'd fancy a change. Apart from that, I've got bloody batteries for the camera on charge, so for some reason I've run them both down. Right, folks, 9-0. Unbelievable, eh? Or is it unbelievable? Because let's face it, I think this has been coming for quite a while. The fact that Leicester are going to give somebody a hammering. You can just see Leicester growing and growing in confidence. And do you know what? I think even if a team came in for Brendan Rodgers now, a club came in for Brendan Rodgers now, I don't know, could he? I don't know. It all depends what club it is. I think even if he went to somewhere like Spurs or Chelsea, I think sometimes the expectations get put on a manager and it ruins the chance of doing it. And I think probably he's found his niche in Leicester, because when he was at Liverpool, you know, I don't know whether the expectations were high. You'll have to ask Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans, please leave comments. Was the expectations high when Brendan Rodgers did that? And then when you had the slip at the back and it cost you the title as such, did that still make the expectations high? And when you fell below them, it didn't materialise. I don't know. It's like when a player, it's like Drinkwater when he went to Chelsea. I think he thought he was going to be some kind of superstar, and I think most people could tell that it wasn't going to work for him to go to Chelsea. He were better off, sometimes better off staying at a club, taking your money, fitting into that machine, that clock that works, and you got your own little role. And I think that's why Vardy stayed as well at Leicester, because I think he just knew he was the big fish in a small pool, where in the other way, he'd have gone the other way. So, but back to the game, I've made a few notes. Last night I was actually at some charity raising event in Nottingham. So I actually saw the first half in a bar in Shooters in Nottingham. They were raising some money for some young girl who got leukemia. I went over and said hello and just showed my fat face, really. But back onto the game. And as I say, I made notes as I went along. I've watched the first half again this morning. I got back for the second half last night. The big point where was the sending off. And let's face it, you didn't need VAR, really. It was just a bad tackle. I don't think he actually meant to hurt the player, or it was just a bad, poor tackle. I think what it was cold, wet and windy, and I don't think Southampton wanted to play. I think they would have rather have been at home watching a game of football than taking part in it. So Leicester were up for it. So that obviously helped Leicester. But you get a player sent off, and sometimes teams they tuck in and they battle each other, and I can't remember the game. I think Leicester played somebody last year and somebody got sent off when Puel were manager, and they still beat Leicester. I can't remember the game. It is early on a Saturday morning, 8:30. So yeah, you would have expected more from Southampton. You know, professional players, and they're all on a good fortune. So why didn't they do the job? If we were that bad at our place, well, I say that most companies, you would have actually got a bollocking, but you don't. Some places, some British firms are absolutely useless. You can make mistake after mistake and nothing ever gets done. So when all said and done, he got sent off. That's not Leicester's fault. Leicester went on and turned the screw. They pushed and pushed and pushed. Right up to the end, they were pushing. I thought Ndidi were absolutely brilliant. He was getting stuck in. He wasn't tucking in, but he was getting stuck in. He was winning most tackles. He was just being a complete pain in the arse for Southampton. Just spat all over myself there, folks. And he was getting stuck in. He was winning tackles, and if he weren't winning that tackle, he was getting up and getting back at them. And that's what fans want to see. They want to see players trying and winning and working hard. I thought Barnes and Chilwell were working well down the outside. Harvey Barnes is really developing well. You can see, is he getting a bigger lad to me? Is he working on his upper body strength and stuff? He seems to be just growing and developing into what could be a very, very good player. He just gets stuck in. Obviously, he's not the finished product yet. He's learning his trade, and Brendan Rodgers is absolutely, the man to do that. Perez, I knew he was going to be a good player. True Geordie said something about it when we signed him, and when I was on the kickoff, and I was well chuffed, and I'd have been quite happy to let him take a good few months to get into the. God, I cut my nose the other day. What a bloody thing! Go watch my video. The bloody stop it bleeding. Brian said, like, were we happy? Was I happy? And I thought, yeah, too right, 40 million for that. 30 million for him. Absolute bargain steal. That's another point that Mike Ashley knows absolutely fuck all about football. When you can let a talented player like that go for a song. Absolutely ridiculous. Telemann, he's getting into it again. He really is looking like he was last year. It's just a shame that these players have taken a little bit of time to get stuck in, to drop into the roles that Brendan needs. It's absolutely brilliant to watch this team develop. What more can you say? They're just gelling together. Brendan's doing an absolute... You see, I think the thing is with football that goes around is that football, like life, I've said this many times, football is a simple game, and it's just made complicated by fucking idiots. And Brendan does seem to keep it simple. He likes to keep the ball, pass it about, side to side, in and out, up and down, in the channel, whatever. I know they're all footballing cliches, and that's it. But that's what he does. If we've got the ball, they can't score. It's logic. And you've got a man in the midfield, Ndidi, who's just running up and down, getting really stuck in. He's doing a Kante roll, into kind of thing, And then it allows Perez and Tielemans and Maddison. In fact, Maddison had a bit of a quiet game, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it was a good goal at the end there, Maddison. Fine free kick. But I don't know, did he... I don't know, but they all played well. Vardy running around, hassling, hustling, shutting them down, defending from the front, giving the players behind him it was just great to see. So, the second half was pretty much like the first. They just got stuck in, and you could tell that they wanted more. Brendan Rodgers was there on the edge of the side of the touchline, shouting them on, willing them on. We want more, we want more. And the results came. The result came of the 9-0. I mean, if this were Man City or Liverpool, they'd be saying, oh, we're fucking good, brilliant, we're best team in Europe, blah, blah, blah. No. You got somebody coming after you, lads. Liverpool and Man City. You've got somebody coming after you. And hopefully, it will show. It's like when Leicester won the league. It's not all about money. It's about, tactics, the players, the right thing. You can't just keep coming in and buying players and expecting to win the league. Granted, Pep's a good manager, a very good manager, and his record shows that. And buying players and stuff, he does seem to buy the right players. It's like he didn't buy Maguire because basically he knew he wasn't worth 80 million. And where's he now? Harry, hey? We don't need you, do we? Hey? Got soy on you. So I won't fill all that up, folks. So that's what it's all about, really, folks. Leicester played really, really well. Southampton were there for the taking. They were pretty poor. I can't see that manager lasting there. I don't care what they say. He's useless. He is. He's dog shit. I can't see what. Bless his ear. Sometimes you see these clubs take on these managers, and I'm all for giving managers a chance and stuff, but bloody hell is he? I don't know. But Leicester just basically destroyed them, and Southampton got what they deserved. They didn't really battle. Yeah, they put effort tokens in. They had a couple of shots. I can't really remember a shot being on target. I think when we being at that thing last night, I couldn't really remember it. But Southampton got what they deserved, and Leicester just kept on pushing. I mean, when most teams are like 5-0 up at half time, you've actually seen games where they've only scored one or they've not scored any in the second half because they've just not given up, but they know they've won. I think Southampton did the right thing by taking Ings off, because he is a good quality player, and to have him on, he would have probably got injured, and then that would have been an even bigger blow for Southampton. The fact that they got hammered would have been an even bigger blow, but at least they took him off and saved him. I don't know what they've saved him for, Christmas or what? You put him in the bottom drawer and saved him for Christmas, because, well, God knows. One other thing I'd like to mention is that you can actually see on Leicester set pieces, they are trying different things. I think Carragher said last night on Sky that, I wouldn't have done a different set piece, I'd have just kept it normal, because you're giving clubs an insight into your set pieces. I don't know about that. I think that Brendan's probably got more set pieces lined up in him. He knows what he wants, he knows what he does. The players seem to understand it. That's one of the main things. I think it does help with actually having a manager who can speak English properly to the players and get it across and all that. I don't think Puel could cross a bridge and mind cross a message on how to what he wants done. And what he did want doing were fucking useless anyway. A complete waste of time. Any manager, I mean, you've only got to look at Jamie Vardy playing absolutely outstanding. How the hell Claude Puel just didn't want to play him, I honestly don't know. What a complete numpty. It's just a good job we didn't sell him. So on the strength of that, folks, well done to Leicester City. Unlucky Southampton. I did like the Leicester fans chanting, "Oh, when the Saints go marching out," before half time. I thought that was absolutely classic. And there you go. So, all right, folks, right, I'm going to upload this. Try to upload it, and I'll get you later. Laters.